Now we're moving on to signatures here, number 7. As if fingerprint evidence were not enough, we have even further evidence linking this woman, Gloriacita Parra Figueroa, to our having given us up for adoption, signing papers as Gloria Olga Parra. Now, I have a printout here, a cutout. The top signature is Gloria Olga Parra from relinquishment form of my brother. And the second one is, or excuse me, that's mine. And the second one is from my brother's form. And this right here is Gloria Parra. Now this is signed by Gloriacita Parra Figueroa. It was signed by her earlier this year. We have actually multiple examples of her signature. We can't share them all because we can't compromise some of the people who were kind enough to give them to us. But we can tell you unequivocally, and we had a handwriting expert just for sanity's sake review them all. And that person tells us unequivocally that despite 35 years, that the person who signed Gloria Parra here is the person who signed Gloria Olga Parra here. You can tell that by the Gloria and the Parra, and that person is Gloriacita Parra Figueroa. And now we're on to Gloria's twin sister. When we went to Pitalito, Huila, it turned out that her extended family and other people told us that she had a twin sister, and maybe that twin sister is our mother, not Gloriacita. I'll show you a picture right here. This is the picture from Gloriacita Parra Figueroa's national ID. We got all these photos, mind you, from the National Registry, from our contacts there. We received everything through them. So this picture was taken when she was about 20 years old. Lo and behold, her own extended family told us that this is not Gloriacita, that this is actually her twin sister, Maria Esquilda. And that Maria Esquilda was known as for being prettier than Gloriacita, and that's why Gloriacita, used her twin sister's photograph. Now, moving on to brother of Gloria, we also know that the twin sisters, Gloriacita and Maria Esquilda, had an older brother. They actually had two older brothers. One was named Leopoldo. He passed away as a child. The other one is Jose Fernando. Now here's a composite picture. This is me a few years back when I was younger. You can see this is Jose Fernando when he was 20. This is Jose Fernando when he was about 42. This is Jose Fernando last year. He's about low 50s, 51, 52 here. Okay, now we're moving on to number 10, Teofilo Parra Cabrera. Now this is a photo right here of him when he was 20 years old. This was taken in the early 1940s. Like with all pictures, we received this from the National Registry, from our contacts there. I believe you can see the family resemblance. We in fact believe that he is our father. We'll have more on that later, but I just wanted to share this picture, and I'll share one more. This was taken in 2002, also from the National Registry, and you can see here he's continues with the family resemblance. Now we're on to number 11, who is our mother. Now, upon learning of the discovery that Gloriacita had a twin sister, we immediately wondered whether the twin sister could instead be our mother or whether it was Gloriacita. We can now say unequivocally, based on our extensive investigations, that neither one is our mother. We believe that both are actually our elder half-sisters, and the aforementioned Teofilo Parra Cabrera is in fact our father. Now, apart from the testimony of many people in Pitalito, including their peers and teachers, clergy people, extended family, a lot of people we have direct testimony from, we can say that he is our father. He was known to have had other relationships apart from with his own wife, and most likely we are the products of one of those relationships. Okay, we're looking at photos now, number 12. Just another couple notes. I'd like to share one photo of the twin sister of Gloriacita, Maria Esquilda. This is recent. This is shared with us by an extended family member. And I'll show you another picture of Gloriacita herself here. This one is from the National Registry, from our contacts there. I imagine you can see the family resemblance compared to me. You can also compare the pictures against my brother and my sister. All the pictures are on our Facebook page. Okay, so we've gone over the photos, and if you've been following everything so far, you must be thinking, what does this family say? Well, unfortunately and shamefully, the answer is that they deny everything. They deny any connection to me and my siblings, and claim that since our papers have Olga written in the signature instead of Sita, that we're all mistaken. But as you've seen here, as we presented today, we've connected this woman through fingerprints, through signature, and we've had expert handwriting experts confirm that she is the same woman who signed Gloria Olga Parra. We've gone over and seen that she and her twin sister are actually were too young to have, not just too young, but from many testimony in the town from neutral parties, third parties, as well as extended family members, they cannot be the mother. So after all that, we were left with the question, how many siblings are there? Tonight, for the first time publicly, I'm going to share the following revelation. Someone who is very knowledgeable, someone who is heavily involved in the adoption process in Colombia from the 1970s and 1980s, provided testimony to us that the name Gloria Olga Parra was used at least 12 to 15 times, and they, like I said, I can't reveal who they are, exactly how they came about this information, but we do have that person's testimony and some pieces of proof that it was used at least 12 to 15 times on adoptions. Now, that person who shared this with us thought it was just an invented name and signature used by the adoption lawyers at the time for babies who were abandoned at the doorstep of La Casa or a church or any other orphanage. And the reason was that a baby who was abandoned, completely abandoned, with no name, no identifying information, could not be easily adopted. There was a waiting period. There had to be ads placed either with ICBF, that's Instituto Colombiano de Bienestar Familiar, Colombian Welfare Agency, or at least in the newspaper. Whereas a baby who was abandoned, but there was a signature and a relinquishment form, that baby could be given up for adoption immediately. Now, since we showed this person our adoption papers, our DNA exam results, this person actually broke down quite heavily, even though they said they had nothing to do with it. We will be discussing the issue of missing siblings in the coming weeks, if not days. We kindly ask you tonight, everyone who's watching, especially if you know anyone adopted from Colombia, to please share this with those adoptees, and really share with anyone from Colombia, because one never knows where we may find our next sibling. I want to thank everyone for taking the time to listen to this lengthy explanation. We've conducted very intense investigation. We have not penny pinched at all. We've spent a fortune on all of this, as you might imagine, and at every step of the way we maintained the highest integrity. We kept parties apart. We did not let anyone know anything that they did not need to know. And at every level, we've checked, we've double checked, we've triple checked our work in order to be absolutely certain about each step in the investigation process. Now, as mentioned in the previous video describing the right of every adoptee to know their roots and to follow our story, we believe that no person should ever have to suffer the humiliation of not knowing where they are from, what their ethnic and cultural background is, what their religious background is, and all the other things that go along with every individual's biological family history. Finally, we'll look at this reward. You see the green dollar signs here. We want to incentivize this situation. We want you to, if you're an adoptee from Colombia, to think about every adopted person you may have known as a child, about if you're not Colombian, if you're not adopted, if you know anybody who was. Our missing siblings could be born anywhere from 1970 right up to a few years ago. We don't know, but we want to find them. We're going to come out with a special video outlining the details of the reward, but I assure you it will not be in a few $100s or something like that. And there are going to be two rewards, one for finding missing siblings, one for finding the mother. So stay with us, stay tuned. We'll be posting that video as soon as we can. And thank you again for listening to us tonight.